Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Journey or AFK 2 Journey. I still think we got to drop the 2 and just call it AFK Journey. I feel like it's a much simpler name. I'm keen to see what people think on naming in the future because I don't think this is like the final name. I think it's just like a preliminary thing. Anyway, I'm not going to get caught up on that. I have to give a massive shout out to Lazy over on Discord. So when I first played this game, I tried forcing landscape mode to see what it was like. As soon as I saw a little bit of etching in the battle screen, I was like, okay, it must be like AFK Arena, like Dislight, Lilith's other games. I've tried them all in forced landscape, and they're never really optimized for it. Then there's always things that clip, things don't fit. But much to my surprise, like I said, I saw a little error in it when I started, and I was like, I just gave up from there. But there's really only 2 spots in the whole game when you force landscape that I see it not being really clean, and this is very promising to me because it's a game that looks a lot better in landscape in my opinion, and if you can just force landscape and get it like that, it's awesome. Now, I want to just show you the different features in landscape so that you guys have a feel. Hopefully they can, I would love this to be able to do this in AFK Arena, in Dislight as well, because even though I do love portrait mode, the upright mode for playing on my actual phone, like playing on landscape, because this is on my phone at the moment, I have to play with the phone like this to be able to see. It's hard to see, so I'm using the phone like a controller to play it on the computer. But when we start looking at things like emulators, then you're essentially, when you're looking at your PC screen and you got the vertical screen, when you put it in landscape with an emulator, all it's doing is it's just filling in the rest of the screen. It's really nice. So hopefully they can bring this to AFK Arena as well. But I want to show you it in AFK Journey because I think it's pretty cool. And I'll show you the only 2 areas where if they clean this up, it'd be perfect to have it like this. And for those wondering, the forced landscape, there's this rotation control app that you can see when I slide down here. I just get that off the App Store. I don't know if you can do this on iPhones. But yeah, if you're on an emulator and you want to try this with other games, it's literally just that rotation control. You set it, you force it to the horizontal, and it does it every menu, everything you go into in your phone from then on will be that, and you just got to slide down and take that setting off if you want to take it off. But really cool that you can do it on emulators as well. So as you can see, the world, it just feels so much better. This feels so much better. It's not even funny when you can actually see stuff. But we'll jump into combat and I'll show you the one thing that I saw in combat that sort of turned me off a little bit. So here we go. Let's go into the challenge. Because I'm using it like a controller, I'm not looking at it, I couldn't find the button. As you can see, this looks a bit tight. Now keep in mind, the other thing that makes this look a little bit worse on what I have is I should probably expand this out, but I can't. So what I'm trying to say is my phone is a very narrow phone. So that means we're playing with a squished version of it. But if you had a standard dimension phone, which most emulators are, it would mean it would be taking up the full height of the screen. So then you would get the same height. So this, what you're seeing on screen now compared to what it is when I use my phone and turn it the other way, it's squishing it. You can see you're losing some off the top and some off the bottom. But if you had a normal dimension phone, you wouldn't be losing that and you'd only be gaining the sides. So I feel if they can button that up, it's not too bad. So as you can see, the bit down the bottom where the green is, it's sort of, it's not optimized, but it doesn't look horrible. On the left, you've got a little bit of clipping of where that green stops. But once again, it's still not that horrible. So if we just go into battle, you get this, and you can see they leave that little bit of orange, green, and yellow on the 2 sides of where the battle happens. They leave that there. But besides that, if they can just get rid of that during the battle, even if they leave it, it doesn't really bother me. That's the biggest issue that there is with this whole system, but the rest of it just looks super clean. So like I said, if I had a standard dimension phone, not a really narrow phone, this would definitely be the best way to play it in my opinion. So as you can see, what do we lose? Since when do we lose? Since when do we lose, guys? No. All right, now I'm going to have to try and shimmy these things around when it's very, very tiny. Right, let's put you there. Let's put Brutus there. Let's put you. You can stay there anyway, and you can come closer in. Let's see how this goes. I wasn't actually watching the fight. Oh, it's got an Igor on the enemy team. Okay, I got to kill the other side first because Igor's just frustrating because he'll just take all my hits and just eat it up. Even the cutscenes look wicked like this. Like, it looks good. I really like this. I just wish I could zoom in on combat a bit more. Wait, can I do that? Can I zoom in? No, you can't. You can't. But yeah, if this happens when we get emulators, then I'll use a standard dimensions and we can just have full screen game. Be wicked. Be absolutely wicked. What's happening? Guys. Guys, let's put on 1x speed. It is beta. Don't forget, it's beta. So these things happen. Back in a sec. Okay, we are back in. But once again, like I said, this is not how it's intended. They haven't designed it, I don't think, to be played on landscape. But just because it's in Unreal, I believe this is in Unreal, like, it's all there, so they're just cropping it. So it's only in few of the menus and stuff where you have the issue. So we won't go back into that battle. We'll just leave that for now. Next thing I want to look at is the tavern. And so, like, the tavern, like, it actually looks pretty solid. It's just you got that big dead space on the left-hand side, which at the end of the day really doesn't bother me. That was the only other little thing I could find that, you know, wasn't sort of, like, optimally placed. But in general, it's pretty good. What do we get? We get test rewards. So keep in mind, you won't get all these rewards when the game comes out. These are just, like, beta test rewards where they give you stuff every day to help you progress faster so you can test out more of the game. I don't think we've got any summons available to us today. Let's take a look. Do we? Oh, we got a temple. We got a temple. Let's look at summons. Let's look at summons. See, like, this looks clean. Like, this looks super clean. I love the look of this. Like, this looks cool. I'm wrapped with the way this stuff looks. I want to be able to display this when I make content on the game. I want to display it in this mode, in horizontal, in landscape, if you will. Because it just looks cool. I like it. I like it. So if they do a little bit of optimizing for it, I'd be absolutely wrapped. If they don't, I'd still be cool because it works pretty decently. So let's do a temple. See how Dolly goes. See, look, it just looks, it looks so much better. I love this. But we didn't get any yellows. Rip. Okay, so normally in summon animations in games, when you force landscape, they don't allow for it, so it's normally sketchy, but this one's actually pretty decent. This one's actually pretty good. This one's pretty good in forced landscape with the summon animations. I like it. Unfortunately, we didn't get any epics. They got to call the yellows legendaries. They can't be messing with the naming. Well, there's a 30 acorn. I really like this. It looks so clean. It looks so clean. Honestly, we did pretty decent on the acorns there. We still got 1,700 diamonds. Not too bad. We'll get another summon in the next day or so. Sick. All right. Let's look at the next menu. Oh, yeah. This menu looks sick. I love this menu with it. Like, this is the area that's got the labyrinth, the dream realm. I'll do a whole video about the dream realm. It's a pretty cool boss thing. The arena, it's got all these. And normally when you play on vertical, it's really hard to see any of it. But like, dude, it just looks so much cleaner. It just looks so much cleaner. I love it. That's that one. And then let's go to the equipment side of things. Let's take a look. And once again, this looks clean. Like, yes, it's not optimized because it's not spaced out and stuff like that. But, you know, if we're on a normal dimension emulator, you know, where it's like you're just getting extra on the sides, I'm cool with it. I think it's really solid. We can go to the equipment side of things. This is like really primed for it. It's all really just set up quite well for it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to go through in this one. Because like when I first tried Force Landscape, I didn't give it enough time because I saw one little error and I was like, oh no, it's not optimized. We're not going to bother. But like it is, there's not much issues with it. So I'm really wrapped with it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like it? Like, do you like this this whole idea of like playing these games in the landscape? Like I said, I'd love it if the other games could do this, like AFK Arena and stuff. Not so much. It's like not as vital for those games. Like this one where you've got a big map, it's so handy. It makes it so much cleaner, makes the game just feel so much better. But you know, other games I'd love to see it too. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.